all of us are entrepreneurs, doing small businesses, growing, and of course, you start from small, already said, I'm repeating, and think big. Okay? You don't even have to think when you start small. It just grows. Okay? We say, start small, think big. But as I said, repeating, you don't have to think. Because at that point of time, you may not have the capacity to think that beyond so far. You just focus, already said again, I've noted here, focus and focus. This NRNA, leading NRNA business, I call this a business. I started in 2013. I announced my candidacy. I didn't, but NCC president, past president, Mr. Ganesh Casey announced formally from Australia in May of 2013. Then my journey started. This NRNA business journey started. Now I feel like that was an entrepreneurial journey for me because I still hate to speak in public. My job, leading 75 countries, just to talk, to speak. I'm still learning. But how I did or how I'm doing, it is you to judge. But for me, at that point of time, when I decided I'm standing for the presidency of NRNA ICC in October of that year, I didn't know anything about this organization. Competition was fierce. And I went campaigning globally, outreaching the communities, because I had to learn. I had to be the best amongst the competitors in October. So I had 4 or 5 months. So I think that was an entrepreneurial journey as well. Right? Challenges presented to you, opportunities came to you. Then how you do is up to you. Hard work is must. There's no magic. Hard work. Intention is very important. What are your intentions for doing certain things? How you want to achieve? And I think Ms. Limbo already mentioned about integrity, or somebody else. Pardon me if that was somebody else. And Dr. Thapa, Kiran Thapa, I know when he came to Melbourne asking advice, and some other friends, I said, never too late for any industry to start anything. And today, he has done a PhD, he's a real estate specialist. Amazing. He talked about value creation. I have noted that as well. I had value creation. We all dream for something to create a value, whether that is for profit or for not for profit. Value creation is very important. And I think responsibility is very important. Anything you do, again, for profit, a small business, or for not-profit organization, you are involved, how you take the responsibility. You've seen the video of Laprak Model Village. I went in the village several times. We have a challenge there. The owners, house owners, they are reluctant to provide voluntary labor, things that they can do. Okay, amazing. You go there in a sub-zero temperature, okay, freezing. You want to go to toilet, that's my experience. You just resist, you don't go out. You're so freezing, you it's dark, and then you have to find your shoe, and you have to wear again, the thick jacket from the sleeping bag, you have to come out, and you just resist. You wait until morning. That was my experience. I think last time we spent 5 nights. Then that was the longest. It was tough, but it can be done, because it's your mindset. And the thing is, you do that, but some people, they don't. I don't know. Maybe they don't know. They are influenced by other people. You don't see appreciation. I told them why I'm doing this for you. And that project, your house building project, will be successful even if I'm not there tomorrow by any reason. Because we have NRNA friends, communities all over the world. Okay? But that project will not be successful if you do not work for yourself. I said to them, if you don't volunteer, it will not be successful. If there is another earthquake, God forbid, it will not be successful. You are in your control. If there is another Indian blockade, it will not be successful. If Nepalese government prevents, it will not be successful. Otherwise, project will be successful. I said to them, because their involvement is critical. You building their homes, we have a policy, honor-driven guidelines from the government, reconstruction, honor-driven. They have to be part of that. You can't spoon feed. Okay? From Australia, about 10 crores we have contributed, donated. Today, we have 50 lakh. Okay? I think my media friends, you should highlight not 61,000, but 50 lakh and 33,000 Nepali rupees. That will be better, better. After earthquake, I think again this is the largest amount. So we have to be proud. Again, thank you very much for this contribution, because I'm struggling, we are struggling to meet the budget. We talked about budget, digital marketing, right? So we have a shortage of budget. Why? Because we have underestimated. Reality is, it is 4 or 5 times more expensive. This is the most remote village. It's in the Himalayas, it's snowing, It's extreme conditions, so many challenges. Transport cost, cement, it costs 1,000 rupees. In Kathmandu, it's 600 something. Okay? We negotiate everywhere for 1 rupee, to bring the cost down. House cost is going to cost something like 1.2 million. Person who lost homes in Nepal, they are only entitled to get 3 lakhs. But these villagers are lucky. They are one of the most devastated people who are in severe conditions in terms of winter and summer. Still, they are very lucky. We said this to them, not only me, but other people as well. Because they're getting a house worth of 1.2 million rupees, plus land given by the government. So the whole package could be 1.5 million. Okay? Though they waited long, how did they get this? Because we lobbied with the government at the highest level. And this is the only unique project where there is no limit of expenses on each house. It's a model village. And in extreme conditions, 3,000 meters high. So it couldn't have applied unlike other places. That's why they are lucky. We said that. And now we have made them. We did an agreement with each house owner They have to contribute, they have to bring stone, okay? They have to collect aggregate, and they have to give us timber, material collection. They're doing that now. Along this line, I want to give you a good, really nice surprise, and which really, again, coming back to the entrepreneurship. You try with your good intentions always, and take your responsibilities and integrity, and help comes along. Amazing. I'm really surprised when I went and met the chief of Nepal Army in his house. Before I went through, updating the project, and before I asked him help, he said, "Can you please involve Nepal Army as well?" It was such a surprise, nice surprise. Then I invited him immediately. "Can we go Saturday? Saturday, you are most welcome. Please come. We have a small function in the village." And he came with his, generals and all responsible people. And he left behind on the same day 7 soldiers with the captain. And next day, the following day, we had another 30 or something soldiers deployed. So we had at the moment working 39 Nepal Army soldiers, headed by a captain. And so Army has outnumbered us at the moment. It's a disgrace for us. We have to speed up. We have to volunteer. We have to join them. And then our number has to, because we are the primary, NRNA is the, initiator or, owner of this project. So I ask today, again, I take this opportunity, friends, you are all entrepreneurs and you have a lot of networks. You are the who of this, Nepali community here. I pledge you, I request you, to join, to volunteer. Why? Because we have labor component of this project is 100,000 laborers we need. If we were to do these 573 homes in one day, we need 100,000 laborers. Our target is before the winter to finish, meaning we have 8 months, and we need about 400 people every day next 8 months. So 400, if we had to do in one day, it's 100,000. So again, another good news is I got a call 2 days ago from the chief of armed police forces, and he said, "I've got 24 masons for you." So we've got the army, we've got the armed police force, so I'm so thrilled with the help that coming along. By the way, I heard Army is trying, is going to give us 150 soldiers, which will be, I think, looking at the strength, that would be run by a colonel, I guess. Because if you have only 40 people, then if they have a captain, then if you have 100, a major, and then, it's fantastic. And our camp is secured with the army, and we have also managed to get a police post. So on the day we had the chief of NRA, Dr. Govind Pokhel, and the chief district officer, and all the relevant people, responsible people, all spoke, well, and to support our project. That's kind of I went a little off track. I think you must be very bored with me. I'm just looking at my note. Anything I have left that I regret often later on. When I go back, and then I should have said this and that, and So just when you say entrepreneurs, I think everybody talks about